Jess had 3 rules. She was not a cat person, black cats were bad luck, and she was not getting a pet. Then, a 9-pound black cat sat on top of a cardboard box in the alley behind her building and looked at her like the decision had already been made. It had. He just hadn't told her yet. Jess had exactly 3 rules about cats. Rule 1, she was not a cat person. Rule 2, black cats were bad luck, and she knew this was irrational, but she believed it anyway, the way people believe things they've never questioned. Rule 3, she was not getting a pet. She was 27, working as a freelance photographer, living in a 1-bedroom apartment with a succulent she had almost killed twice, and she had no business keeping anything alive that she actually cared about. Masya had exactly 1 rule. He was moving in. She found him on a Tuesday evening in September, sitting on top of a cardboard box in the alley behind her building, not inside the box, on top of it, surveying the alley with the composed expression of a man who has arrived at a hotel and is waiting for someone to bring his luggage. Jet black from nose to tail, 9 pounds of absolute stillness, with eyes the color of new leaves that tracked her movement with an attention that felt slightly too focused for a stray cat. Jess walked past him. She got to the door. She put her key in the lock. She looked back. Masya was still watching her. She went inside. She made dinner. She watched 2 episodes of something she couldn't focus on. At 11:14 p.m., she went back downstairs and looked in the alley. He was in the same place, same posture, same expression. She left a bowl of water and went back upstairs and told herself that was the end of it. At 6:47 a.m., she found him sitting outside her apartment door. She still has no idea how he got into the building. She said no. She said it clearly, out loud, to a cat in a hallway at 6:47 in the morning. Masya sat down, wrapped his tail around his feet, and looked at her with the patient expression of someone who has heard no before and found it unpersuasive. She went back inside. He sat outside the door for 2 hours. She could hear him occasionally shifting his weight. At 8:52 a.m., she opened the door and fed him. He walked past her, into the apartment, sniffed every corner of every room, and selected the left side of the couch as his permanent location. He did not ask. He announced. Her best friend Lauren said it immediately. "You're a cat person now." Jess said she was absolutely not a cat person. She was simply housing a situation temporarily until she figured out what to do with it. Lauren pointed out that the situation had a name now. Jess said she had named him after the street in the alley. Lauren said that was not how naming worked. Jess said it was how she was doing it. His name was Masya. Here is what most people don't know about black cats. They are the least adopted cats in shelters across America, passed over consistently in favor of cats with more visible coloring. Studies have found that black cats wait up to 50% longer to be adopted than cats of other colors. The superstition about bad luck traces back to medieval Europe and has absolutely no basis in anything except the fact that black cats are hard to photograph and easy to misread. In reality, black cats are no different from any other cat in temperament. Some of them, however, have completely different plans than you do. Masya's plans revealed themselves gradually. Week 1, the couch was his, the bed was negotiable, the kitchen counter was a shared workspace whether Jess agreed or not. Week 2, her 6 a.m. alarm became unnecessary because Masya had decided that 5:51 a.m. was the correct time to begin the day, and he communicated this by sitting on her chest and staring at her face until she acknowledged it. Week 3, her work calls, which she conducted from her desk, now included Masya sitting between her and the laptop, occasionally inserting himself into the frame with the calm confidence of someone who'd been hired for this position. Her clients started asking about the cat. She started leaving him in the shot. If you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, that honestly stings a little. Hit subscribe. You'll want to see how this ends. Month 2 brought the development nobody predicted, least of all Jess. She had a bad week. A client canceled a large contract, her car needed repairs she hadn't budgeted for, and she spent a Thursday night sitting on the kitchen floor eating cereal at 9:43 p.m., feeling like everything was slightly too heavy to carry alone. Masya walked in, assessed the situation with the focused attention he usually reserved for birds outside the window, and sat down directly in her lap. Not beside her, in her lap. All 9 pounds, fully committed, purring so loudly she could feel it in her sternum. He had never done this before. He was not, in general, a lap cat. He had very specific opinions about physical contact and when it was appropriate, and had communicated these opinions clearly over 7 weeks. Apparently, Thursday nights on the kitchen floor were a category he had chosen not to disclose in advance. She sat there for 40 minutes. By the time she stood up, the week felt like something she could manage. Stories like this are exactly why some people believe cats choose their humans on purpose and not the other way around. Jess was beginning to understand what that actually meant. By month 3, her apartment had quietly reorganized itself around Masya without her noticing it happen. The succulent had migrated to make room for a window perch, a toy mouse lived permanently under the couch, her camera roll was 40% Masya in various locations and lighting conditions, useful for her photography work, she told herself, and not at all because she found him relentlessly photogenic in a way she could not explain to anyone who hadn't seen his eyes catch the afternoon light. Her mother visited in month 4 and stood in the doorway for a moment, taking in the window perch, the toy mouse visible under the couch edge, the shelf near the kitchen organized by cat food flavor, and the framed photograph of Masya on Jess's desk, a portrait shot, backlit, that was genuinely one of the best photos Jess had ever taken. Her mother said, "I thought you weren't a cat person." Jess said she wasn't. Her mother looked at the framed photo again and said nothing more on the subject. Some arguments aren't worth having. Today, Masya is 2 years old. He still owns the left side of the couch without negotiation. He still begins the day at 5:51 a.m. with the unwavering commitment of someone who finds the concept of sleeping in personally offensive. He still joins work calls without being invited and has appeared in the background of 4 client presentations, 2 of which the clients commented on positively, and 1 of which resulted in a new booking from someone who said they liked the cat. He has appeared in Jess's portfolio under a section she titled simply Available Light. He has never once been bad luck. He has, on several documented occasions, been the best thing in the room. Jess is still not a cat person. She says this less often now. Because Masya never asked her to be a cat person, he just showed up on a cardboard box in an alley and waited with the patience of someone who already knew how this was going to go. He had different plans for her life than she did. As it turned out, his were better. Is a cat choosing you on purpose something you believe in, or is it just coincidence? Tell me in the comments.